everyone. Today I'll be talking about what are you feeding your spirit with. Let's look at Hebrew 2:1, where it says we should pay careful attention to what we hear so that we will not drift away from God. Yeah, our spirit is like what you feed to the spirit is what it will produce. So let's take an example of A and B. A comes to me and tell me about B, all the negative and bad things. Even if I don't know person B, what I'll think of him or her will be negative. He will be a bad person. Yeah, so that's how it is. Even with in a human way, that's how it is. We judge because of we hear. We judge things because of what we hear. Yeah, even if it's not true. Yeah, so that's how our relationship with God is. What you're feeding to your spirit is how close your relationship with God will define. If you are into the Word of God, if you're praying daily throughout the day, you're meditating on His Word, then your relationship with God is strong. Yeah, you grow in Him, your faith in Him, your faith in Him, your trust, everything, it goes daily and daily. Yeah. But if you're feeding yourself with all those YouTube videos, with movies, with games and everything, then that things will consume your mind. That things, you will prioritize those things, and it will take away your time from God, and then you will be drifted far away from God. So what you feed yourself, what you feed, or what environment you are putting yourself in, is what your relationship with God will be. You see, we can give many reasons and excuses as to why we don't pray, as to why we don't have time to pray and go into His Word. But we make sure to give time to the things we love. We make sure that there is enough time to play games. There is enough time to read the novels. There is enough time to watch movies or go out and hang out with friends. We make sure that everything that we like, we are given time. But for God, we don't do so. So I want to ask you, if Jesus is a living God who loves us so much, then why is it so difficult for us to give time to Him? We need to look back. We need to really look back and see why is it so. Yeah. Oftentimes it is the little decisions that we make takes us further away from God. Sometimes we see that the Christian, like a faithful Christian, falling away, and we often wonder why it happened, because he or she was very strong, very faithful, and then the closeness that we see like with God is so wonderful, and then it's so amazing to see them like growing with God, and then but then they suddenly fall away. Why is it so? Sometimes we often wonder. So it's not that it just happened suddenly one day, it just popped out, and then he just decided that he's no longer close with that. It doesn't just really happen. It is that little decision that he has taken during the process. You see, sometimes when it's very cold, we say, oh, since today is very cold, let me just pray, and then just anyhow pray, anyhow read the Word, and just sleep. But I want to say, it is just those little things that you compromise is what you're feeding your spirit, and then that's what is taking away your priority. You're taking you away from God. And even in a human relationship, how it starts is you basically get to know a person, know his name, how he live, where he live, and slowly you build up a relationship. The trust, the bond slowly grows. So with God, He already loved us as who we are, as the way we are. But with God, we only know that He is a living God, that He died for us, He sent His Son. Yeah, all the general things, but do we really know God? Do we really seek His face? Do we really seek Him to know Him? No, right? Most of the time it's usually to bless us. Most of the time we seek Him to get something out of Him. Yeah, to bless us in certain way of the things that we like, of the things that we desire. We ask God. That's how we seek God. But do you really seek God to know Him? You see, most of the time we seek God not to seek Him personally, not to know Him personally, but to bless us. Yeah, it's not wrong to seek Him, but seeking Him personally there is so much greater joy in seeking Him, to know Him, in seeking to know Him personally, rather than bless me. Yeah, and if you are thinking that I'm a Christian, I believe in God, yeah, I want to say that even the devils, they believe in God, and they tremble in terror, like in James, it said in James, yeah. So don't just like you believe in God. Everyone believes, even the devil himself believes. But what you're feeding your spirit is taking you away from God. So I pray that what you are hearing, what you're seeing is good for your spirit, is the word of God, is the prayer, is His presence that is filling you up. It is His love that is filling you up. Yeah, and I also pray that your focus is, from today onwards, if you are out there, like most of the day you are spending your time in all those things, I pray that you will come to God. You will know the importance of what feeding your spirit is, and then you will seek Him, and you will feed your spirit with the right things, right deeds, right actions, right words, right, just anything that is good for the spirit, for your spirit. You may think that this is good, I mean the video is like, all the information that I'm getting is good one, and then yeah, you may be thinking, but it may not be so for God. Yeah, what in our human way we may assume, there are a lot of things we assume, that this is good for the people, this is good for the group of people, this is good for the people, I'm doing it for the sake of the people, I'm doing it for the sake of for the good deeds, but it may not be so for God. What God is planning and what we are planning is completely different. God's plan is greater than us. Yeah, so don't just assume that by yourself, that everything that you think and it's important, is good and all. Seek God into His word, and from His word you will get everything that is, you will know what is important, you will know what you should prioritize, what you should focus. Yeah, so I pray that through this message you will go into His word, you will seek Him, you will pray more, and then you will know the right way, the right things to feed your spirit. Yeah, that is the word and that is the prayer. Amen. Be blessed.